everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another weekly crafty update video. To start off, this video is going to be slightly different from previous videos because in my last few videos I would start off by making a list of the things that I want to do, but I mentioned at the end of my previous video that I was going to be changing things a little bit and making a template. So I'm going to talk first a little bit about the template that I made. I used the app Canva to find a template and then change it to be the way that I wanted it to be. And so I have a screen recorder going on my tablet, so I'm going to be looking down sometimes just to kind of show you. So Canva is an app. I don't know how to explain it more than that, but it had like templates for things. So you could use a template to make like an Instagram post or for planners and different things like that. So I looked at their planner templates and was trying to find something that I could use, and I didn't want it to be a daily planner, so I knew that I was going to have to change things because I wanted it to be categories, because I have different categories of crafts that I'm trying to do this year. I'm trying to stick to reading, cross-stitching, knitting, crocheting, and playing games, and I'm trying to balance it and do a little bit of that every single week. Instead of last year, I was just really focusing on cross-stitching and I wasn't getting other stuff done. So I went through and I was just scrolling through, just seeing what they had, and I will find one that's similar to the one that I used, but I don't think I can find the exact one that I used. Wait, this is similar. Okay, so I found a template like this that has the days of the week. It says weekly planner, and I think I left the weekly planner part. I changed the part here to be like the week that I was going to be stitching. I could write in that week of crafts, so week. And then what I ended up doing is I just deleted some of the boxes for the days. So I deleted a box there, deleted Wednesday, deleted a box there, because I only need 4 boxes because I have like my 4 different categories. And then I made some of the boxes bigger because like cross stitch, I wanted to have a bigger area so that I could have like pictures of my cross stitch at the end of the week. And then I made another bigger box that was for, I think it was for knitting, because knitting is also something where I want to be able to have more room for pictures. So I went through and I was just rearranging like the boxes and all that stuff. And then I ended up just changing it to where right now it has days of the week, and I just changed all of those to be my different crafts. So let's type it in, like cross stitch. And I just went through each thing. Oh, that did not spell right. And then I just went through and was just naming all the boxes, what I wanted them to be named, and then just moving things around and just making it how I want it to be. So I made that on Canva, and then I saved it as a PDF. There's a button at the top where you can click it, and then you can download it as a PDF or however you want it. I did a PDF. Download it, you save it, and then I open mine in the Samsung Notes app. I really like the Samsung Notes app. It's on my tablet and it's on my phone, and so you can have it to where your stuff will sync across devices, so I really love that. So I opened up the Samsung Notes app, and I will show you just how to do it real quick. So you open up the Samsung Notes app, you click the 3 dots and insert a PDF, and then you can go to Canva, and then you will have, you know, the one that I just made is not the one that I'm using, but we can put it in there. I didn't fully finish it, but yeah, and so then you can just do whatever you want on the PDF that you just made. So there's that one. I will show you the one that I made though, that I will be currently using from now on. So let's open it up. So I made mine. I already put in the dates. Today is April 4th. It is going to be going until April 10th. I really like being able to make my own because most planners are usually like either Sunday to Saturday or, you know, Monday to Sunday. And I have been doing my videos where they're usually Friday to Thursday. So it works better to be able to like make something myself. And I don't really like to keep track of things every day because some days I don't do anything, and so having a planner where you're keeping track of things every day, I feel like I have a lot of wasted space sometimes because I'll have weeks where there will be 2 days where I don't really do anything, and so they end up just being empty. So I like this format where I have a spot for my games, cross-stitching, knit, crochet, and books, and I can put in pictures. So that's what I did, is in my cross stitch section, I know that this week I would like to work on Drinks on the Beach and Autumn Harmony. There is another project that I might work on, but I don't know yet, so I haven't taken a picture of it, but if I do, I'll just like make these pictures smaller. And then at the end of the week, I can take a picture and put it in of what I get done. And to insert pictures, you click on the 3 dots and then insert, and then you can do images. So that is how you can insert pictures, and I am really looking forward to this. And then this way, what I can do is just as I work on things throughout the week, so like if I read a book, I will like take a picture of the book and I can put the picture of the book there, and whatever game I play. And then this way it's not like before, where before I was trying to plan out like I'm going to read this book, but then I would end up reading something else, and so I wasn't getting to check things off. And then this will also be a nice way to look back at like previous weeks of what I've done, because I can actually put like little pictures and, you know, scroll through my progress. So I am really excited about that. I am going to get started on my stitching though, which I will be working first on, I'm trying to think. I'll work on Autumn Harmony first. So here's Autumn Harmony. This is artwork by Maxine Gadd, charted by Maxine Gadd. I am stitching it on 18 count 2 over 1 full cross, and I moved the picture so I can insert a picture of the top portion. I took a picture of it when I was out of the Q-snap, so I can insert that picture. And I'm working on this top corner, just trying to get this side filled in, because the other side of her is finished until like the halfway point, and then the entire bottom basically needs to be done. So that will be fun later on in the year, working on the bottom. And I will be back once I have an update on her, and also once I have done some knitting, which right now I'm currently working on a vest and a pair of socks. I have books that I need to read that are advanced reader copies of books, so I need to read them so I can review them. And I have games that I would like to play. So I'll be back once I have done some of those things and to update you on what I get done. I am back, and it's currently Friday, and I'm going to go over what I did this week. I'm also going to put things into my little planner that I am trying to start doing now that's going to be more picture-based. And I'm going to start with saying I only worked on one piece. So the piece that I worked on is Autumn Harmony, and I only did like maybe 1,000 stitches, if that. So we will start with her first. So I mentioned before, it's spring break for my kids, so we were like going out and doing things. We went shopping, we went to bookstores, we went and saw the Minecraft movie, so I did not do a ton of stitching. And like I said, all I did was like 1,000 stitches filling in this area. This area here is kind of boring because it's all just like tans and like beigey colors. Like it's a lot of like 3-8, 6-3, 3-8, 6-4, kind of like those boring colors. But I do enjoy this area here where there's more colorful colors, like there's blues and grays and reds, but there's a ton of confetti. So this area takes forever to fill in, but I am getting it filled in more, which I am happy about. So that was my only progress. So now I'm going to go into my planner, which I am screen recording. And to start off with, I had put a starting picture for Drinks on the Beach. I didn't work on Drinks on the Beach. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to delete Drinks on the Beach from the page because I did not work on it at all. So there we go. Delete. Drinks on the Beach is deleted. So I can technically make Autumn Harmony, move that up there, move the writing up if I can do that. Okay, and then I took a picture of Autumn Harmony already, so then I will insert the picture into the page of where she ended for the week. So I will do that now. Image, photos and videos, and here is a picture of Autumn Harmony now. Done. There we go. I just need to make it smaller to fit on here. You can kind of see what I did a little bit filling in like the background area, but yeah, it wasn't a ton. So there's Autumn Harmony in my cross stitching section. For books, I will go to books next. I read the book Murder by the Hook, which was an advanced reader copy that I got off of NetGalley. I loved that book. I read it in like a day. It was great. Whoa, I hit a button. We did lots of reading nights while my kids were home, and Murder by the Hook is one of those like cheesy mystery books where you kind of know what's gonna happen. You know that like a main character is not gonna die because they always end like pretty happily. And the girl is working as a private detective with a guy who she used to be engaged to, and there's a police officer that she left the guy that she was engaged to, who she ends up seeing while she goes to solve a crime. What's the crime? Okay, you ready for the crime? The crime is like a minor crime where there is like some celebrity rich people, because this is happening in like California, I think, and they have some friends, and they think one of their friends is a kleptomaniac who is stealing things from their house that basically have no real value. And so one of the things that gets stolen is the lady embroiders, and her stork scissors get stolen. The horror. And so yeah, so she is there trying to figure out who from this group of people is stealing things from this house. And while she is there, someone gets murdered, and so then she ends up having to try and help solve the murder. It was great. I loved it. This is actually like book 16 or something of a series though, and I haven't read the previous book, so you can jump in because it does give you a lot of the background. Like it talks about like, oh, you know, this guy I was engaged to and then I left him, and so it gives you the details so you're not super confused. So there's a lot of like refresher stuff in there, but it was a great book. I loved it. That same author has other, like I said, it's a series. One of the other books is called like For Better or Worsted. Worsted Weight Yarn. I loved that. Like I love the cheesy, punny titles of these crafty mystery books. So I read that and I finished it. I am currently also reading to another book, so I will insert that one in here. Let's insert. I am currently reading The Last Dragon of the East, which is another advanced reader copy off of NetGalley, which it already came out and I'm actually reviewing it late because I lost track of time. And then another book that I am listening to is, which is it? The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And I'm listening to that one. I got that one from the library, and so I am listening to that on Libby. And so far I'm liking it, but I just haven't had a lot of time to listen to it, and that's a really long audiobook. And the basis of that one is like the girl makes a like wish with a like bad god, and the wish ends up being granted, but like in a way that is bad for her. So she ends up being alive basically forever, and no one remembers her. So everyone who, as soon as they close the door, they forget who she is, and so her life is just rough. Like, how could you get a job if you close the door and people don't remember who you are? So she basically is just kind of like wandering through life, and she ends up meeting someone who does remember her. Why does he remember her? And so that's where I am in The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. The Last Dragon of the East is a book about a guy, he's mid-20s. He has this like magical ability where he can see people's fated one, which is like your soulmate basically, and he can see there's like a string attached to people's fingers. So there's like a red string that attaches people together, but his string is gray and he's never known why. He can't see where his leads, and he ends up having to go look for a dragon. He gets sent like away on a quest that he doesn't want to, but he has to do it to like save his life, and he's looking for the last dragon. And so that is the story. I don't want to give away too much, but it's good so far. I'm almost done with it. I think I'm like halfway through the book, and so far it's really good. Knitting I will talk about very quick. I'm making more vanilla socks, and last week I had mentioned that I wanted to start the other sock. So I started the ribbing on sock 2, and then I went back to working on the leg on sock 1. So I have both of the socks started. So I will insert the picture of my socks, photos and videos. I took the photo already. There's my socks. Later I might turn it into a sticker because I can turn things into a sticker. I can't do it on here though. I have to do it in the Samsung gallery. So for now we'll just do that. I have 2 socks now. I need to try and make room for my vest because I also worked on my vest. So I am making the Athelian vest by Fable Knitwear, and I have previously been working on the body because you work it from the bottom to the top. And I have just been unsure what to do for fixing the armhole, but someone left a comment that explained kind of what to do. So I have been working on that, and I actually split it. So I'm trying really hard not to like lose anything because it's all on the same cable. So this is going to be the back. there is an armhole here, and then this is the front, and then I actually cast off for the neckline, and now I need to work on the straps. So I did make progress on this, which I am excited about, and hopefully I will have it finished soon, because the straps should not take me very long. It's just more a matter of making sure they're the right length. And so that's always what slows me down, is when I get to things where I know I need to try and like try it on and measure, I always get slowed down for some reason, even though it's not that hard, and you end up decreasing the straps to only being like 8 stitches. So it's gonna go very quick because it's only 8 stitches back and forth. It's just more a matter of wanting to make sure it's right. That slows me down. So I did work on my vest. I will insert that picture real quick. It's hard because like, when I was trying to take a picture of the straps, like you can't tell what is there, but it's done. And I might make this more like pretty once I have finished filming, but right now I'm just wanting to try and get things done. I saw the Minecraft movie, so I put that in the notes section, and we also went to McDonald's and got the kids meal, and we got the Garrett toy, which is Jason Momoa's character in the movie. It was a great movie. I loved that movie so much. Jennifer Coolidge was like, I don't know why she was there, but I loved that she was. Games. I ended up playing 2 games. So me and my kids played Overcooked one day, which is a great game. It's really cute, and it's a really cute cooking game. So you're trying to make meals like sushi and things like that, but you're getting in each other's way. There's things burning in the background. And there was one round that we played, and like we did not make a single dish. We failed everything because like one person was making sushi and then the other person was making a burger, so none of the ingredients were matching, and it was a great time. And so then I played Hyrule Warriors myself one night. So that is it. So that was my whole week. The Switch 2, I'm so sad about that they are delaying pre-orders. I just closed that out. So they are coming out with the Hyrule Warriors game for the Switch 2, which I am excited about because I love Warriors games, even though I still need to play and finish Age of Calamity, which is the one that I am working on. I'm getting closer. So that was my week. It's nice to see it all, like what you've done on all your different categories. And I already made a planner for the next week, April 11th through the 17th, so I can get started filling in that. I think that is all that I have for this video though. No, one more thing. I got the yarn for the rest of my flower power wrap cardigan thing, whatever it's called. These squares. So I'm using these squares. This is the Flower Power yarn from Red Heart, and there was a wrap cardigan on their website. It's a free pattern. I needed more yarn though for this because I got this one from Joann's, which is closing. The Bellingham one where I am is probably already deceased. And so I needed more yarn. I had to order it from the Yarnspirations website because Michaels does not carry this yarn currently. So I got another one of this color, which is, I think, Daisy Dew. I got this color that you use for the like ribbing at the bottom, and also there's one square at the back that you have to make different, and I think you use some of this yarn to like make a neckline using this. And then I got this color, which I'm excited about. This is called Black Dahlia, and these squares look so pretty. There we go. This is the yarn that they used in the one that they show on the website. These are the exact colors because I love the way it looked on the website. So next week I will be getting to work on more squares, which is fun because now that I have the pattern memorized, it's pretty easy. I'm hoping that this color works out color-wise because I know with the other granny square yarn, people said that some colors were lining up better than others, so I don't know. So hopefully this works out in terms of like the transitions of the colors. You need them to be correct and happening at the right time. That is it for this video though, and I know there was not a lot of cross stitching in this video, but my kids go back to school Monday, and then I will be back to having like a normal crafty schedule because I do a lot of my crafting when they are at school because I'm a stay-at-home mom and they all are in school now, so that gives me like a full school day of just, you know, doing whatever kind of, because they're not like young anymore to make messes everywhere, so there's not as much to do during the day. But that's all that I have, and I'll be back next week, hopefully with more cross stitch. I also was thinking about for May doing Monogamous Mania, but I don't know, and if I do it, I can't decide if I want to do Autumn Harmony for a full month, if I want to work on the Drinks on the Beach chart for the whole month, or if I want to work on Little Gamer, because what if I could finish Little Gamer in a month? Because I think there's like 27,000 stitches left in that chart. I don't remember. I need to look. And so if I could finish that in May, that would be exciting because I would love a finish. I don't know. I haven't decided though what I'm going to do yet for May. So if you have any thoughts on that, you can leave that down below. But I will be back next week with another video. Bye!